Let's do miscellaneous exercise 7. First question. 1 divided by x minus x cube. We can factorize this expression. X can be taken out. We get 1 minus x square. Let us further factorize this. We get 1 minus x into 1 plus x. We can use partial fraction method. We will take this as a divided by x, b divided by 1 minus x, plus c divided by 1 plus x. All three are linear factors. Take LCM. The LCM is x multiplied with 1 minus x and 1 plus x. The numerator is a times 1 minus x into 1 plus x plus b times x into 1 plus x and plus c times x into 1 minus x. Let us equate the numerators. 1 is equal to a into 1 minus x into 1 plus x plus b into x into 1 plus x and plus c into x into 1 minus x. Let us substitute x is equal to 1. The first term will become 0. b into 1 plus 1, 2. Third term is also 0. Therefore, we get the b value as half. And then we will substitute x as minus 1. The first term is 0. Second term will be 0. Third term is c into minus 1. 1 minus of minus 1 will become plus 1. Therefore, c value is minus half. Then let us substitute x as 0. 1 is equal to a times 1 minus 0 is 1, 1 plus 0 is 1. And b into 0, 0. Third term is also 0. Therefore, a value is 1. Therefore, the given integral 1 divided by x minus x cube dx can be written into partial fractions. We have 3 partial fractions. We will substitute the values of a, b, c. Integral 1 divided by x plus b divided by 1 minus x, and c is minus half here, so c divided by 1 plus x times dx. All three are linear factors. Integration is so easy to do. This is equal to log of absolute value of x and plus half into log of absolute value of 1 minus x, but here the coefficient of x is minus 1, so we need to divide by minus 1, which is the coefficient of x. And then the last term is minus half into log of absolute value of 1 plus x and plus c. Don't forget to write c for indefinite integrals. Let us take half out. There is no half here, so it becomes 2 times log of absolute value of x, which can be written as log of x square. And here minus half has been taken out, log of absolute value of 1 minus x and minus log of absolute value of 1 plus x plus c. This term can be written as log of x square. Let us combine these log terms. Log of x square divided by, these two terms are having negative sign. We will write them in the denominator 1 minus x into 1 plus x. plus c. This is equal to half into log of absolute value of x square divided by 1 minus x square and plus c. We need not write the absolute value sign for the numerator as it is positive. It is enough if you write the absolute value sign for the denominator. Second question. Integral 1 divided by root of x plus a plus root of x plus b dx. We have radical sign here. Let us use conjugate method. We will multiply both numerator and denominator by the conjugate of the denominator. The conjugate of the denominator is root of x plus a minus root of x plus b divided by root of x plus a minus root of x plus b into dx. The numerator is root of x plus a minus root of x plus b divided by the denominator is of the form a plus b into a minus b. It becomes a square minus b square. X could be cancelled, and a minus b we have in the denominator, which is a constant. It can be taken outside. And root of x plus a can be written as x plus a whole power half. Similarly, the second term can be written as x plus b whole power half into dx. Now the bases are linear functions. We can use x power n plus 1 by n plus 1 formula. Therefore, 1 divided by a minus b times x plus a whole power half plus 1 is 3 by 2 divided by 3 by 2 minus x plus b whole power 3 by 2 divided by 3 by 2 and plus c. Take out that 3 by 2, it becomes 2 by 3. So 2 by 3 times a minus b into x plus a whole power 3 by 2 minus of x plus b whole power 3 by 2 and plus c. Question 3. Integral 1 divided by x into root of ax minus x square dx. Here we will substitute x as a by t. You have linear term outside and quadratic term inside the square root. So we substitute the linear function x as a by t. Let us differentiate. 1 into dx is equal to minus a by t square dt. 1 by t can be written as t power minus 1. Let us differentiate. Minus 1 t power minus 1 gives you minus 2. That's how we got minus 1 by t square, and a is a constant. Let us substitute. Integral 1 divided by x is a by t, root of a into x is a by t minus x square will become a square divided by t square, and dx is minus a by t square times dt. Let us cancel these two a's, and t also could be cancelled. Integral 1 divided by, let us remove a square from the root sign. It becomes a 1 by t minus 1 by t square. And here we have minus 1 by t dt. 1 by a is a constant, pull it outside the integral. Minus sign also can be taken out. Let us take LCM here. T square is the LCM. We get t minus 1 into 1 by t dt. Minus sign has been removed already. Root of t square is t, so they get cancelled. Minus 1 by a integral. This is a linear term, so we can write it as t minus 1 whole power minus half dt and use x power n plus 1 by n plus 1 formula. Therefore, the integral is minus 1 by a t minus 1 whole power minus half plus 1 becomes plus half divided by half and plus c. This is equal to, write the reciprocal of half. We get minus 2 by a root of t minus 1 plus c. Let us substitute for t. The substitution which we did, x is a by t. Therefore, t will be a by x. Minus 2 divided by a root of a divided by x minus 1 plus c. We'll take LCM. Therefore, we get minus 2 by a root of a minus x divided by x and plus c.
Pause the video, write down these substitutions in the formula notebook and memorize.
Question number 4. Integral 1 divided by x squared times x power 4 plus 1 raised to 3 by 4 dx. One divided by x square into, let us remove x power 4 from that bracket. It will become 1 plus 1 by x power 4 whole raised to 3 by 4. Don't forget to write the power 3 by 4 for the term x power 4 which we have taken outside. Into dx. Let us distribute this power 3 by 4 to both the terms. Therefore, integral 1 divided by x square into x power 4 whole power 3 by 4. 4 and 4 could be cancelled, so we get x cube. And then 1 plus 1 by x power 4 whole power 3 by 4 dx. Which is 1 divided by x raised to 5 times 1 plus 1 divided by x power 4 raised to 3 by 4 dx. We know that differential of 1 by x power 4 term will give us 1 by x power 5 term. Therefore, we will substitute 1 plus 1 divided by x power 4 as t. Or you may substitute only 1 by x power 4 also as t. This can be written as x raised to minus 4. Let us differentiate. Differential of 1 is 0. And this is minus 4 times x power minus 4 minus 1, which is minus 5 dx equals dt. Therefore, dx divided by x raised to 5 is equal to, let us take that minus 4 to the other side. It becomes dt divided by minus 4. Let us do this substitution. Dx divided by x power 5 becomes dt divided by minus 4. And 1 divided by, this bracket is t, power 3 by 4. Minus 1 by 4 is a constant, and 1 divided by 3 power 4 can be written as t power minus 3 by 4 dt. Let us use x power n plus 1 by n plus 1 integration formula. It becomes minus 3 by 4 plus 1. Take LCM 4. Therefore, we get minus 3 plus 4, which is 1 by 4, divided by 1 by 4, and plus c. These terms are getting cancelled. Minus, let us substitute for t. 1 plus 1 divided by x raised to 4 whole power 1 by 4 and plus c. Question number 5. Integral 1 divided by x raised to half plus x raised to 1 by 3 dx. Here the smaller power is 1 by 3. Let us take it out. X raised to 1 by 3. So it will become power half minus 1 by 3. Take LCM. 3 minus 2. So the power becomes 1 by 6. X raised to 1 by 6 and plus 1 into dx. If you multiply these two terms, we need to add the powers. So 1 by 3 plus 1 by 6 will give you 3 by 6, which is half. Now we will substitute x raised to 1 by 6 as t. Therefore, x becomes t power 6. Differentiate both sides. 6 t power 5 dt. Therefore, the integral becomes integral 1 divided by, if I raise it to power 2, both sides of this equation, we get x power 1 by 3, which becomes t square. Therefore, x power 1 by 3 becomes t square, and this is t plus 1. And dx is 6 t power 5 dt. We can cancel t square, so it becomes t cube. 6 is a constant, take it out. We get t cube divided by t plus 1 times dt. Now see the degree of the numerator. Degree is 3 and degree of the denominator is 1. If the degree of the numerator is more or equal to the denominator's degree, do long division. T cube divided by t plus 1. T square into t is t cube. 1 into t square is t square. Change the sign. These two are getting cancelled. We get minus t square. So it becomes minus t here. Minus t into t is minus t square. And 1 into minus t is minus t. Change the sign. These two will get cancelled. We get plus t. Therefore, plus 1 here. T plus 1. Change the sign.
Therefore, the remainder is minus 1. Now let us write it in the form quotient plus remainder by divisor. Therefore, it becomes 6 times integral. Quotient is t square minus t plus 1. And the remainder is minus 1 divided by divisor is t plus 1 times dt.
Now each term could be integrated easily. 6 times integral of t square is t cube divided by 3, and integral of t is t square divided by 2, and integral of 1 is t, and this is log of absolute value of t plus 1 plus c. We have to substitute for t. See the substitution which we took? T is x raised to 1 by 6. Let us open the brackets and write. So 2 times t cube. T is x raised to 1 by 6 and its cube. Minus 6 by 2 becomes 3. T square. So x raised to 1 by 6 the whole square. Plus 6 times t. T is x raised to 1 by 6. Minus, distribute that 6. 6 times log of absolute value of t is x raised to 1 by 6 and plus 1 plus c. Therefore, the final answer is 2 into x raised to 3 by 6 becomes half, minus 3 times x raised to 2 by 6 is 1 by 3, plus 6 times x raised to 1 by 6 and minus 6 log of absolute value of x raised to 1 by 6 plus 1 and plus c.
And you can remove the absolute value sign for x power 1 by 6 plus 1 because it is a positive term.
Question number 6. We have factors in the denominator, so we are going to use partial fraction method. 5x divided by x plus 1 times x square plus 9. This x square plus 9 cannot be factorized further. Only x square minus 9 can be factorized. This is a proper rational function. A divided by x plus 1 is a linear factor and x square plus 9 is a quadratic factor. We need to write a linear term in the numerator, bx plus c. Let us take LCM. X plus 1 into x square plus 9. Therefore, the numerator becomes a times x square plus 9 plus bx plus c times x plus 1. Don't forget to put brackets for bx plus c term and x plus 1 term. Otherwise, you will get a wrong answer. Now, let us equate the numerators. 5x is equal to a times x square plus 9. Again, I am repeating, don't forget to put brackets. Let us take x as minus 1. So the left hand side becomes minus 5. A into minus 1 the whole square is 1. 1 plus 9 is 10. The second term becomes 0. Therefore, a is minus 5 divided by 10, which is minus 1 by 2. Now let us take x as 0. 5 times 0. A into 0 plus 9 is 9. B into 0, 0. So C times 1. C is minus 9A. A is minus half, so it becomes 9 by 2. Therefore, C value is 9 divided by 2. Let us plug in the value 1. 5 is equal to A times 1 plus 9 is 10. B plus C times 1 plus 1 is 2. Ten times A is minus half plus 2B and 2C. C is 9 by 2. Therefore, 2B is 5. Here we have minus 5, which will become plus 5, and minus 9, which is 1. 1 is equal to 2B. Therefore, B value is half. We found A, B, C values. Let us substitute. We will write the given fraction as two partial fractions. Therefore, the given integral I becomes integral A divided by minus half divided by x plus 1 plus B is half. So half x and C is 9 by 2. Half x plus 9 by 2 divided by x square plus 9 times dx. In the second integral, we have linear function divided by quadratic, but there is no x term here. So when you have linear function divided by a quadratic function without x term in the denominator, directly split it into two functions. Therefore, the first integral is minus half into integral 1 divided by x plus 1 dx. And the second integral, we are separating the terms. Half is a constant. We have x divided by x squared plus 9 dx. And the third term, 9 by 2 is a constant. And we have integral 1 divided by x squared plus 9 dx. After splitting this into two terms, this one has to be done by substituting the denominator as t, and the last one has to be done by formula method. Let us take x squared plus 9 as t. Differentiate both sides. 2x dx is dt. The first integral is minus half integral 1 divided by x plus 1 dx. Half into, for the second integral we are using substitution. So x dx becomes dt divided by 2 divided by, the denominator is t. And the third integral, we are going to use the formula. So we will write it in x squared plus a squared form. It becomes x squared plus 3 square dx. And the formula for integral 1 divided by x squared plus a squared dx is 1 by a tan inverse of x by a. Let us integrate and write minus half. This is a linear function, so it becomes log of absolute value of x plus 1 plus 1 by 4. This is also a linear function. Log of absolute value of t plus 9 by 2 times 1 by a. A here is 3. Tan inverse of x divided by 3 and plus c. We need to substitute for t. Don't forget that step. So minus half log of absolute value of x plus 1 and plus 1 by 4 times log of t is x squared plus 9. X squared plus 9 are positive values, so we can remove the absolute value sign. And the last term is 3 divided by 2 tan inverse of x divided by 3 plus c. Question 7. Integral sine x divided by sine of x minus a dx. It is similar to example 6, second subdivision. If you expand sine of x minus a, we won't be able to separate the terms. Let us use substitution x minus a as t. Differentiate both sides. A is a constant, so we get dx is equal to dt. Integral sine of, from this x is t plus a. Therefore, the numerator becomes sine of t plus a divided by, the denominator is sine t, and dx is dt. Now see, we have two letters in the numerator and one letter in the denominator. We can use formula for the numerator and we get two terms, and then we can split the integrand into two terms. Sine of t plus a is sin t cos a plus cos t sin a divided by sin t. Now see, we have two terms in the numerator and one term in the denominator. We can separate the terms. So first term, sin t cos a divided by sin t, and the second term is cos t sin a divided by sin t and dt. A is a constant. Therefore, sin A and cos A are also constants. Now the first integral is cos A is a constant. Remove it outside the integral. So we have 1 dt. And sin A is a constant. Take it outside the integral. And cos t divided by sin t becomes cot t dt. Integral of 1 is t. So it becomes t times cos A and plus sin A into integral of cot is log of absolute value of sin t plus c. We have to substitute for t. T is x minus a times cos a plus sin a times log of absolute value of sin of x minus a plus c. We can further simplify this function. Let us distribute this cos a. We get x times cos a minus a cos a plus sin a times log of absolute value of sin of x minus a plus c. We have to give the answer in the simplest form. Now see this is a constant. C is also a constant. So we can combine the constant terms. Therefore, x cos a plus sin a times log of absolute value of sin of x minus a. And I am writing these two constant terms together as C1, where the constant C1 is C minus a cos a.
You may do this question without substitution also. You can write the numerator sin x as sin of x minus a plus a and then use sin a plus b formula. In that case, you will get the direct simplified answer.
So here we have combined the constant terms and we have given it as one constant. Question 8. This is a very simple question. E raised to 5 log x minus e raised to 4 log x divided by e raised to 3 log x minus e raised to 2 log x dx. We will use the logarithmic rule. B log a can be written as log of a raised to b. Therefore, this 5 becomes the power of this. Similarly, 4. Here 3. Here 2. Therefore, we get e raised to log x power 5. And here e raised to log of x power 4 divided by e raised to log x cube minus e raised to log x square dx. And we know that e and log are inverse functions. They cancel each other. Therefore, it becomes x power 5 minus x power 4 divided by x cube minus x square dx. In the numerator, x power 4 is common. And in the denominator, x square is common. These two are getting cancelled. And x square divided by x power 4 is x square. It has become a very simple function. And integral of x square is x cube divided by 3 plus c. Question 9. integral cos x divided by root of 4 minus sine square x dx. This is also an easy question. We have sine term in the denominator and cos x dx in the numerator. So we can substitute sine x as t. Differential of sine x is cos x into dx and is equal to dt. The numerator becomes dt. Denominator is root of 4 can be written as 2 square and sine square x is t square. And we have formula for this, dx divided by root of a square minus x square formula. This is equal to sine inverse of x by a plus c. Let us use this formula here. We get sine inverse of t divided by 2 plus c and substitute for t. Sine inverse of t is sin x divided by 2 and plus c. Question 10. Integral sin power 8x minus cos power 8x divided by 1 minus 2 sin square x into cos square x dx. Let us do complete factorization of the numerator. So this can be factorized as sin power 4x minus cos power 4x times sin power 4x plus cos power 4x divided by 1 minus 2 sin square x into cos square x dx. The first term can be factorized further. It becomes sin square x plus cos square x into sin square x minus cos square x into sin power 4x plus cos power 4x divided by 1 minus 2 sin square x cos square x dx. Identity sin square x plus cos square x is 1. This is 1. We have sin square x minus cos square x, and I can write sin power 4x plus cos power 4x as sin square x plus cos square x the whole square minus 2ab term, 2 sin square x cos square x divided by 1 minus 2 sin square x cos square x into dx. Here in the numerator I have used the identity a square plus b square is equal to a plus b the whole square minus 2ab. Integral, I can take out minus sign from the first bracket, therefore it becomes minus of cos square x minus sin square x. And the second bracket sin square plus cos square is 1. So we get 1 minus 2 sin square x into cos square x divided by 1 minus 2 sin square x into cos square x into dx. These two terms are getting cancelled. Minus cos square x minus sin square x. Formula cos 2x dx. We have just simplified the given function using the identities. Now we are going to integrate. Integral of cos 2x is sin 2x divided by 2 plus c. Question 11. Integral 1 divided by cos of x plus a times cos of x plus b dx. If we have cos into cos in the denominator or sin into sin in the denominator, we need to multiply both numerator and denominator by sin of a minus b or sin of b minus a. Whereas if you have one sin term and one cos term, we have to multiply and divide by cos of a minus b or cos of b minus a. So we will multiply and divide by sin of a minus b. One divided by sin of a minus b. This is a constant, so I can take it outside the integral, and the one which I am multiplying, I am writing it inside. We have multiplied and divided by sin of a minus b. Now the numerator can be written as sin of x plus a minus x plus b. Open the brackets and see, x and x are getting cancelled. We get a minus b divided by cos of x plus a times cos of x plus b into dx. 1 divided by sin of a minus b. Let us use sin of a minus b formula, which is sin a cos b minus cos a sin b. So sin of x plus a into cos of x plus b minus cos of x plus a into sin of x plus b divided by cos of x plus a into cos of x plus b dx. Now we will split the term into two. The numerator has two terms. Let us separate the terms. The first term is sin of x plus a into cos of x plus b divided by the denominator. Minus the second term, cos of x plus a sin of x plus b divided by the denominator. Into dx. Let us simplify. 1 divided by sin of a minus b into integral. The first term is sin of x plus a by cos of x plus a, which becomes tan of x plus a, minus the second term is sin of x plus b divided by cos of x plus b, which is tan of x plus b, times dx. Now integration is easy. 1 divided by sin of a minus b is equal to integral of tan is minus log of absolute value of cos x, or you may write the answer in terms of secant. It will be plus log of absolute value of secant x. So here it is minus log of cos of x plus a, minus of minus will become plus log of absolute value of cos of x plus b plus c. Now log a minus log b can be written as log of a by b. Therefore the answer becomes 1 divided by sin of a minus b times log of cos of x plus b, that has a positive sign, and the first term has a negative sign. Write that in the denominator. So cos of x plus b divided by cos of x plus a plus c. If you have used secant, then your answer will have log of secant x plus a divided by secant x plus b. X power 8 as x power 4 the whole square. Question 12. Integral x cube divided by root of 1 minus x power 8 dx. We can write, let us substitute x power 4 as t. Differentiate both sides. X cube dx is dt divided by 4. Therefore, it becomes integral dt divided by 4. I wrote 1 by 4 outside, divided by root of 1 minus t square. And we'll use the formula integral 1 by root of a square minus x square dx is sine inverse of x by a plus c. Therefore, the answer is 1 by 4 times sine inverse of t by a is 1. Let us substitute for t. So 1 by 4 times sine inverse of x raised to 4 plus c. Question 13. Integral e power x divided by 1 plus e power x into 2 plus e power x dx. We have e power x function in the denominator as well as in the numerator. So it is easy. We may substitute e power x as t or 1 plus e power x as t or 2 plus e power x as t. We'll go for e power x as t. Let us differentiate both sides. E power x dx is dt, which is there in the numerator, divided by the denominator becomes 1 plus t times 2 plus t. We may use partial fraction method or open the brackets and use completion of squares method. Let us go for partial fraction method. 1 plus t into 2 plus t. A divided by 1 plus t plus b divided by 2 plus t. Take LCM and equate the numerators. We get 1 is equal to a times 2 plus t plus b times 1 plus t. Let us take t as minus 1. So a is 1. Now let us substitute t as minus 2. First term will be 0 and here we have minus b. Therefore, b value is minus 1. Therefore, the given integral becomes, let us write these two fractions, a divided by 1 plus t and b is minus 1 divided by 2 plus t dt. Both are linear functions. So log of absolute value of 1 plus t minus log of absolute value of 2 plus t plus c. Log a minus log b is log of a by b and substitute for t. So 1 plus e power x divided by 2 plus e power x. And we know that e function is always a positive function. E power x is always greater than 0. It doesn't even take the value 0. Therefore, we may remove the absolute value sign. Log of 1 plus e power x divided by 2 plus e power x plus c.